Before we jump into today's episode, I want to personally thank every single person who continues to support this podcast. If today's message encourages you, please subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with someone else that you know may need it. If you are looking for more motivational resources, devotionals, books, apparel, or other tools designed to help you grow spiritually and personally, be sure to check out everything we have available. Remember, we are not just building businesses. We are building the kingdom and we are building purpose. Now let's get into today's message. One of the hardest parts about pursuing a dream is not the work. It is not the long nights. It is not the early mornings. It's not even the failures. One of the hardest parts is building while nobody believes. There is something painful about showing up every day while people question your vision. I've been there many times, many times. Some people will smile at you while secretly thinking it'll never work for you. That's never going to come together. Others will encourage you only after they see success. Many people confuse visibility with value. Just because something is not visible does not mean it is not valuable. Think about a skyscraper. Before anyone sees the beautiful windows, the expensive offices, or the incredible view, workers spend months digging into the ground. Nobody drives by and says, "Wow, look at that amazing hole in the ground right there." Because foundations are not glamorous, but foundations are necessary. And many people quit because nobody applauds the foundation. They want applause before preparation. Success does not work like that. Your foundation determines how high your future can stand. And sometimes God hides your foundation because he is protecting your future. If everyone celebrated every small step, pride might grow faster than your character. And character has to become strong enough to carry what your gifts are producing in real time. That is why building matters. Every day you show up, you are laying another brick. Every chapter you write matters. Every workout matters. Every sales call matters. Every prayer matters. Every rehearsal matters. Every video you post matters. The work you do behind the scenes when nobody's watching matters. Every person you encourage matters. Brick by brick, day by day, second by second, moment by moment. Most people quit because they underestimate compound growth. Growth usually whispers before it shouts. A tree spends years growing roots before anyone enjoys the shade it provides. The roots determine whether the tree survives the storm. The same is true in your life and mine. Many people pray for fruit. Few people pray for roots. Roots require patience. Roots require consistency. Roots require intentionality. Roots require faith. There will be days when you wonder whether any of this is even worth it. And those are the days when discipline has to become louder than your emotions. Feelings change, they fluctuate. Purpose does not. You cannot build your future based on how motivated you feel today. You build it based on the decision you made yesterday. Some people are waiting for confidence before they begin. Confidence is usually the reward for action, not the requirement. And the first video may not be perfect. Trust me, I got some jacked up videos, but I posted it anyway. The first business may be a struggle. The first speech may feel completely awkward and out of place for you. The first product may sell slowly. but keep building anyway. The person you become while building is often more valuable than the thing you are building and or producing. Building develops patience. Building develops wisdom. Building develops resilience. Building teaches humility. Building teaches consistency. Building teaches faith. And to be quite honest, those qualities cannot be purchased. They have to be earned. Let me ask you something. Let me just ask you a question. What if your breakthrough is not waiting on more talent? What if your breakthrough is waiting on more consistency? See, many incredibly gifted people quit too soon. Meanwhile, ordinary people with extraordinary discipline quietly change the world. Never, and I do mean never, underestimate the power of consistency. Consistency is one of the greatest competitive advantages you can develop. People often ask successful individuals, what is their secret? Many times the answer is surprisingly simple and oftentimes the same. I just kept showing up. While everybody else became distracted, the successful person keeps building. While everybody else becomes discouraged, the successful person keeps building. While everybody else chased shortcuts, the successful person keeps building. Because success usually belongs to the people who stayed when everybody else left. You cannot compare your chapter 2 with someone else's chapter 25. Okay? That's unrealistic. Comparison steals gratitude. Comparison steals joy. Comparison steals momentum. My encouragement to you is run your race. Build on your assignment. Honor your calling. Another thing I have learned is this, y'all. Watch this. Not everybody is supposed to understand your vision. If they could fully understand it before it happened, it probably would not require faith on your behalf, on your part. Faith often asks you to keep moving without complete confirmation from the people around you. That does not mean you are stubborn. It actually means you're committed. And there is a difference. Some people need everyone's approval before taking one step, but visionaries and builders often have to take 1,000 steps before receiving approval. Do not confuse delayed recognition with failure. Many people become overnight successes after years of invisible work. People celebrate the harvest. They rarely celebrate the planting. But as me and you both know, without planting, there is no harvest. Without preparation, there is no promotion. Without practice, there is no excellence. Without process, there is no purpose fulfilled. There is another reason you should keep building, and I'm going to share it with you right now. Someone you have never met is depending on your obedience to build anyway. Think about that. Someone across town, someone across the country, maybe even someone across the world will someday hear your story, read your book, watch your video, attend your event, listen to your music, wear something that you created, receive hope because you refuse to quit building anyway. Your consistency may become someone else's miracle. And that alone makes the journey worth it. Do not become discouraged because the crowd is small in this season. Every movement started with someone willing to begin. Every company began with one customer. Every bestseller began with one reader. Every packed arena began with one listener. Every ministry began with one act of obedience. Everything grows. But first, everything must start and be built anyway. Never despise small beginnings. I'm living proof of that one. Celebrate your small beginnings, protect them, nurture them. One day you will look back and realize those small moments built the life that you prayed for. That's what I'm believing for. I'm believing that for me and for you. I also want to remind you of something important. The people who doubt you today are not necessarily your enemies. No, sometimes they simply cannot see what you see. And people tend to judge vision through the lens of their own experiences and fears. If they have never built something big, they may not understand why you keep going, why you keep building anyway. But love them anyway, respect them anyway, create boundaries with them if necessary anyway, build anyway, because your assignment is bigger than their opinions. Your purpose is bigger than their doubt. Your calling is bigger than their comfort zone. Yeah, remember this. The loudest applause should never become your ultimate motivation because applause comes and goes. Purpose remains. And if your motivation depends on people's approval, your consistency will disappear when the applauses stop. Build something because it matters. Build because lives can change. Build because your gifts were given to serve others anyway. Build because excellence honors the God that you believe in. Keep sharpening the gifts and skills that God gave you. Keep praying. Keep showing up brick by brick, prayer by prayer, moment by moment, step by step, dream by dream. Eventually, I promise you, eventually, the same people who question your foundation may one day admire the building. But by then, you will understand something powerful. You were never building for applause. You were building for the sake of purpose. And purpose always outlasts popularity. In closing, I just want to say thank you so much for spending this time with me today. It really means a lot. Thank y'all. If this message encouraged you, share it with someone who is building quietly and wondering if it's worth continuing. And remember this quote: do not stop building because nobody believes. One day the building will introduce itself. Until next time, I want you to keep believing, keep striving, keep serving, keep growing, keep grinding. And above all things, keep building.